Okay, let's jump into this. We usually see hair as, just about looks, style, maybe a trend. But what if it was way more? What if your hairstyle was like a public notice board announcing, well, the biggest facts about your life for everyone to see?
It sounds wild, but for some cultures, that's exactly how it works. And today we're doing a deep dive into the Himba people. They're mostly pastoralists living in parts of Namibia and Angola.
Okay.
And for Himba men, their hairstyle, it's called the undantu. It's this whole visual system. It communicates really deep personal stuff, status, age, marriage, all without a word.
Wow. Okay, the undantu. And before we even get into what it means, the process itself sounds intense. This isn't like throwing your hair in a ponytail.
Not at all. We're talking hours of work. It's this thick braided strand, right? But it's completely coated.
Coated with what?
A specific mixture. It's butterfat, ochre, and various aromatic herbs.
Wait, butterfat and ochre.
Yeah.
Isn't that the same mixture Himba women traditionally use?
Exactly the same. And that detail is crucial. It tells you this isn't just personal choice. It signals that this practice is deeply embedded in the community's identity, maybe even their shared spiritual life. It elevates the braid way beyond simple style.
Right, it's a commitment, a visual sign you're playing by the cultural rules.
So
So let's get into the structure. You said it marks a man's journey. How does that work? Are there clear stages?
Yes, very clear. Think of it like 3 distinct phases, all centered around marriage and defined by the hair.
Okay, phase 1, what's the starting point?
Phase 1, the single man. Here, the undantu is worn as one single long braid, just one, running down the back.
One braid.
And importantly, the sides of the head are usually shaved completely clean.
Shaved sides. Okay, so that really highlights the braid.
It does. The shaved sides aren't just for looks. They make that single braid impossible to miss. It's basically a very public declaration. He's visually advertising his availability for marriage.
Like a billboard almost. Single and available. Very clear.
Exactly. Unambiguous, crucial information for the whole community.
Okay, so if that's single status, what happens when he gets married? How does the billboard change?
Well, the change is significant. That's phase 2, married status. Upon marriage, that single undantu braid is ritually split into 2 separate braids.
2 braids now.
But here's the biggest shift. Those 2 braids are then immediately kept covered.
Covered, so you don't see them.
Right, usually with a cap, maybe a headscarf. The act of covering is the key symbol here. He's gone from publicly available to, well, privately committed. The modesty aspect is central.
So it's really binary then. Single is uncovered, 1 braid, shaved sides. Married is covered, 2 braids. There's no gray area.
That seems to be the strength of the system. It relies on these really clear physical markers. There's very little room for interpretation or misunderstanding. It helps maintain social clarity.
Yeah, clear lines. And then there's a 3rd phase.
Yes. Phase 3, this marks the status of a widower.
Ah, okay. That must be a profound transition visually, too.
It is, and the change is, again, visually simple but carries immense weight. If a Himba man's wife passes away, he removes the covering.
He takes off the cap.
Yes. He still has the 2 braids signifying he was married, but now they're worn uncovered again.
Wow. So the absence of the covering becomes the signal.
Exactly. By removing that headwear, he publicly acknowledges his loss. It's a visible sign of vulnerability, a signal of this huge life change communicated instantly.
It's really quite stunning when you break it down, the efficiency of it, how a culture can pack so much complex information, the availability, commitment, loss, into just twisting hair and wearing a cap or not.
Absolutely. It's a masterclass in nonverbal communication. And it makes you think, doesn't it?
About what?
About how flawlessly this system communicates vital personal info for the whole community's understanding. It really brings up the question. What are the subtle ways, maybe unconscious ways, that you signal your status or life changes in your own environment?
Even when you just think you're picking out clothes or, well, doing your hair.
Exactly. Those small signals might be saying more than you think.
That's a fascinating thought to end on. If this deep dive into the powerful language of culture sparked your curiosity, definitely give us a like, subscribe, and please share your thoughts on subtle status signals in the comments section below. We'd love to hear them. We'll see you for the next deep dive.